everybody, god fucking damn it. I swear to hello everybody, welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon. I am your
I don't know what you expected.
I know. It's just like I can never count on the number of players I have in a given week. It's a grab bag between 3 and 5. Hello, welcome.
That's so crazy because as far as I'm concerned, you knew that Amelia was having surgery and Pat gave fair warning that he was not able to make it.
But you don't get it. I had Elden Ring to play and RuPaul's Drag Race to watch.
Oh, I need to go and do another playthrough of Elden Ring. Oh, don't say these words to me.
Do it, pussy.
I'll play Elden Ring when the DLC comes out.
Oh my god, our friendship group is going to be insufferable when that DLC comes out. Let's face it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna play it for 2 days and then never play it again.
The new Breath of the Wild game, the new Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the trailer dropped. The fucking music on that shit.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Whoa,
I never played the original,
Amelia
and
okay? Amelia is just fine and dandy. They are.
Yeah. It was elective surgery. She's fine.
Yeah, they will be a-okay. Do not need to worry.
This morning they were texting me planning a garden, so you know, Amelia's fine.
I this morning woke up at 11 after playing video games till 5. So I am very much barely.
Why would you play video games until 5?
Because you don't. I was playing a game called For the King with my good homies, Ballad.
And I bought it just so I could play it with you.
Do you want to play it on stream tonight after this?
I mean, maybe. Because I have to edit tonight. I have to finish my YouTube video.
Are you guys abandoning me in our Overwatch grind for a new game?
Yeah.
I'm making new friends.
How, Brooke? Where? Where you gotta find them?
I have friends!
Where? Prove it! I haven't seen any of them in our 2 years of friendship.
Well, I mean, I spend far too much time with you two.
Brooke is trapped with us. Brooke is like, I'll make new friends, and we're like, you're a liar.
Like I could, and they're like, we
but
believe
you won't.
Won't.
You won't.
There's a lot of things you could do, but you won't, pussy. It's okay. That's because we're just 3 siblings vibing it out playing D&D together.
Yeah.
Speaking of D&D, so excited for Danny's game this week. Danny is one of my favorite DMs of all time.
Loki, just so good. Just so talented.
Oh, right? Yeah. Like, every time we play, I am miserable, but in the best possible way. Danny's worlds hate you. They are the most miserable, hateful places, and I love it. It's so fun. It's like playing Bloodborne, but D&D.
You guys know,
and I've never even played Bloodborne.
Like, you guys, like a lot of you who are watching, you guys look at my worlds and you go, oh, these places suck. Like, this place is so difficult. Paperwork Pantheon seems really hard. But my world still has a lot of whimsy. Danny's world is like, look at the painting of the Scream, you know? And then paint it in blood. And then shoot yourself in the dick. You have officially experienced the Danny Phantom D&D world.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
It's so good.
The humor is that you have shot yourself in the dick, and everyone
I laugh. Everyone laughs at you, and you're like, ha 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 ha, you shot yourself in the dick. And you can't help but giggle a little bit, because you're like, well, I shot myself in the dick. I
did do that, you know?
Yeah. Danny's NPCs are also just another breed. They are wild.
There's like 6 people in Australia who are you gonna make friends with. That's a good point.
Riddle me this, Australian.
Fuck off. God damn it.
New Australians are airdropped by storks. That's how they get there.
All the babies that are not claimed are by storks are dropped off there and are claimed by wolves instead.
Yep. I'm excited. Brooke was only at the last session for 10 minutes because Brooke was busy making a trip with Amelia, and
we're gonna go skiing in New Zealand.
It's gonna be hype, and then you're gonna come to Canada, and I'm gonna go to Canada, and we're gonna go snowboarding.
You're going skiing in New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Yes. You make it sound like that's because New Zealand's a great place to go skiing.
There's no snow.
What?
There's no snow in New Zealand.
I'm looking this up.
Is there snow in New Zealand?
What are you saying?
It's hot there.
There's literally ski town. What? It's not hard in New. What?
New Zealand ski resorts.
I am
Let's see.
so confused about New Zealand's climate right now. You have thrown that's the place with the hobbits, right? That's like they're there.
Well, that's like inland coastal a little bit. Oh wow.
That's the North Island. We're
Wait,
going to the South Island.
Because if this is true, I need to go skiing in New Zealand. Because like,
Come with us. Just come join
With
us.
what money, Offbeat? We don't have any. You say I, and I hear we. We can't afford that.
You're right. New Zealand.
Nah, because if this goes well, okay, so Amelia and I have never skied before, but we really want to learn. And if this goes well, which I assume it will, then we want to make it like a regular, ideally a yearly trip. So you guys can just come next year.
High altitude. Oh my god, it does have good skiing. Holy shit.
No, I'm looking at
No,
these
that's
resorts,
crazy.
and they're not bad. They're not horrible. Like, they open fucking June and close in October, which is like a weird time frame, you know?
June, July, August, September. That's like a 5-month ski season.
Yeah, no, but it's like, why does it open in June?
Because it's the southern hemisphere.
Oh, yeah.
Winter here is the opposite.
Yeah, because everything's upside down and weird.
So welcome to Paperwork Pantheon, everybody. I don't feel like readjusting the overlay again for 3 people. It's just
Oh
gonna
my
be
god.
tedious.
So you're gonna like have
We'll
the
have
ugly
such
parts of my
tiny-
background in.
We'll have such tiny little faces, and then there'll be nothing else. The very pretty background is nice.
I will make an overlay right now.
Go for it. Do it.
I hate this. Do you know how long the overlay took me to draw? And Danny's just gonna come in with something that he throws together in 30 seconds. And you're gonna be like, Danny, this is the best overlay I've ever seen in my life. This is genius. I'm using this from now on. And I'm gonna be like,
a person to be mad at right now.
yeah, except that tell me I'm wrong.
Yes.
Lexi, am I wrong? Or is that exactly how this would
Can't
go?
just call out to my girlfriend to support you in every time you lose an argument.
I think that I can, and also, according to her Instagram, I'm her boyfriend, so...
Uh-huh. Oppie, do you think New Zealand just doesn't have high altitude mountains? Yes. I did. I thought it was like all rolling hills. And rugby. And then, like, occasionally you'd see Taika Waititi. He's, like, everywhere. Not Lexi, but you are wrong. Balanced support! Yes!
Hold on. Is he supporting you, or is he supporting me?
You said, tell me I'm wrong, and he's telling you that you're wrong.
I'm not wrong though. Ballad, listen, we both know this asshole. We do. Unfortunately. And I'm right. That's exactly how it would happen. And I have historical evidence involved in regarding a slideshow that we can't show, but I know for a fact.
You didn't make a slideshow though. This is not a good example.
I didn't, but I know that Danny's one that he made in 30 seconds would still be the favorite, so I'm not putting in energy.
That's because it's a comedic masterpiece of our generation. I'm sorry, bro.
That's
I'm sorry
so
you're upset
crazy.
that Danny's art is just magnificent.
That's wild. Are you guys? So you guys are doing like a one-on-one D&D game today? Let's have fun. I'm going to go play Elden Ring or
I'm
Overwatch.
sending it to the PP Discord.
I
Let's see
am
this
a
overlay.
Lifeweaver main at this point. Do you know how obsessed I am with this new character?
I did what Brooke dared not to do.
Trip,
I
I
added
can't handle.
penises.
Trip, I cannot handle you telling me I'm wrong.
Okay, but here's the
I'm
thing, Danny.
correct.
I'm not gonna lie. Brooke did do this.
What?
Add the
That-
penises, the secret penises. I have yet to find one.
There is a secret
What?
penis.
Don't mention it. Shh.
Put the overlay then. I want to see it. Show
It's
me the secret
episode
penis.
40, Brooke. I think it's time we let the cat out of the bag.
I wanted to wait until the end.
Show me the secret penis.
I don't think so, Brooke. I want to do this now. I'm sorry.
Show me the secret penis right now.
Then at least, okay.
I'll let them know that it's there, but I'm not gonna tell them where. I'm just gonna tell them that it is there. I think we already did this as well.
No, I did. We didn't. We didn't.
Do you guys like my
So you
captions for
know
all
how
of
I
us?
hand drew the overlay, chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent so much time and energy carefully crafting it. There is a secret penis.
There
and has been since episode 1.
the whole time.
Yes.
Wait, actually, I can do this really simply.
My overlay's awesome. You should read what it says about all of us.
Okay. Let's check your overlay that you've made for us.
I didn't think we were going to tell them until the final episode.
Angry and violent, Danny, offbeater, haha, Brooke, angry and violent, Danny, a child. Accurate. What, where? That's the thing, chat. You gotta find it with your eyeballs.
Then
Oh,
put
yeah.
the
You think
overlay
I'm-
up, you coward!
I did.
You think I'm going to tell
you did.
you where the secret penis is?
Yeah.
But chat, yes.
Can I really lose the argument when I'm the one that added a secret penis to the overlay? Because
As someone
I know
in
that's
speech and
not the
debate, Brooke,
argument.
you lost this argument. Oop. Oop.
it's
Yo,
still
You've
true.
been bested by someone from high school debate!
Get high schooled, Brooke.
Oh, yeah, no, that's so crazy. I have a master's degree
A master's degree in what, Brooke?
In what, Brooke?
in words.
In what kind of words?
What kind?
The editing kind.
So you have to fix what you said before?
You're very good at
No.
fixing your problem.
We don't print
I just heard
retractions.
Lexi scream.
What did Lexi say? Why? Why is Lexi screaming?
Oh, Drag Race. I thought you were laughing at us. I was like, holy.
Oh.
Shay won? Yeah! Yay! Okay, we're watching Drag Race.
This is a
already.
D&D stream, guys. I always forget that.
What up? Welcome to Paperwork Pantheon, motherfuckers. When we last left off, Danny, why are you so small and in the corner?
You always do this. You always make my screen super small.
You're just such a little guy, man.
I'm just a little guy.
You're so eepy.
I'm such an eepy little guy. I'm so small. So eepy. I'm so small and petite.
Un pequeño.
Un pequeño. Yeah.
Pequeño. C'est un pequeño. Look at the little pequeño. The coldest of openings. Well, welcome everybody to Paperwork Pantheon. But yes, there is a secret penis. Episode 40, everybody. It's been so long and none of you have found it. No one's commented on it. No one said anything. It's been nearly a fucking year and none of you have mentioned a secret penis to me.
Yeah,
So-
and if you think that I'm not going to slowly start adding more secret penises and updating the overlay as we go, you are wrong.
Mm-hmm. It'll be like, you know how Disney has secret Mickeys? I have secret peepees.
It is called Pee-Pee Game, after all.
It is. But welcome to Paperwork Pantheon proper. I'm Upbeat Outlaw, I'm your Dungeon Master. I use he, they pronouns. Brooke, introduce yourself, your character, and your pronouns.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and I am playing Viari, the god of secret penises. And my pronouns are she, they, but Viari signed theirs away.
Viari trans icon now? So we're here.
Viari doesn't have pronouns, so how can they be trans?
That's kind of like a thing. Danny, go.
Wait, is that actually a thing?
Yeah,
I'm
if you don't use
Danny.
pronouns, it's like you're part of the non-binary spectrum.
But how would you not use any pronouns?
To be honest, grammatically, that one does not actually track, but it's more along the lines of what Amelia does, where it's like dealer's choice.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That makes
like,
sense, that makes sense.
If it's like a case of like no pronouns work for me, then it's like, okay, well we do need something because we do need language.
Yeah,
but
'cause
pick.
Words. Yeah.
You can pick
Words
whatever you
gotta
please.
work.
Yes. Daniel.
I'm Danny. I'm the token cis.
Yes.
I'm a man.
No.
I'm a he. I'm a him.
I don't
We've
do
asked
any of that
Mentally ill stuff.
We've asked you a few times if you like feel like changing, and you're always like,
No, no, like
yeah,
I've thought about it. Like, it's like, I mean, obviously, like I get the whole gender envy concept. Like, damn, bro, like this, that, the other thing about this, that. And I'm just like, but like, nah, I'm a dude. I'm with it. Like, I use he, him pronouns.
I know, it's why you just stuck with them. You just went, yeah, I think I'm okay with the originals, and it's
I am, and you know
oh,
what?
that's crazy.
Again,
to me.
I'm not gonna bash anyone for choosing otherwise or not. I'm just me, and everyone is them, and that's how that they are. But just remember that I am him.
He is him, I think.
A fee.
I am him.
A fee.
So
What?
we last left off with the
Himothy.
Paperwork Pantheon committee.
I thought you were saying ussy, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Him ussy. What?
Timothy.
When we last left off with Viari and Godfried, they just made a stunning revelation about not only Godfried, but about Bernard, the leader of the musicians. The bandit group located in the southwest portion of the Badlands. The bandit Bernard, the king of the musicians, is a fey spirit, the fey spirit of passion, and as a result, is also the lieutenant of the court of the Beetle, one of the fey courts. Now, the fey court's an elusive group that we do not know much about, other than they are able to evade Alistair's gaze and touch and ire. This is one of the first interactions with an actual member of the court the party has had. Bernard, looking to Viari. Aze is stunningly plucked away again with a little card left at the ground. Bernard looks back to the group, and as Aze disappears, the one person that he actually likes. Alright. Sure. I suppose that it is time that I take you to your rightful throne.
I mean, probably. I mean, like, should we prep first or something? Like, how is the Fey realm? Dangerous, scary? What should we look out for?
The Fey realm is many things. It's its own separate place, separated from the rest of the divine contract, and therefore is not subjugated to as many rules. Lots of creatures like myself get to make our own rules for things as we see fit. Here's what I think. Yes?
Question. Does that mean we have to obey the rules set in motion by the being in power, or, like, do we just make our own rules?
You
like
have
what?
to obey the Fae in every situation. And that includes myself. If there is a Fae more powerful than me, you must obey them. And you must be careful of their rules, because they are tricky and they do not need to abide by the laws of agreements. You don't need to know what's happening for them to do it. So, here's what I'll say. I am pretty powerful in the Fey realm, but I'm only a lieutenant of a long-lost court. There are many others. Those in the courts are more powerful than those without. Those who, the court of the dragonfly is below the court of the butterfly, is below the court of the moth. If you encounter any beings who represent those groups, follow the hierarchy and listen to what they say. You only need listen to them. Think of it as an almost anti-magic sphere that follows you if you're a part of a court. You get to nullify the others' rules as your rule becomes law. I should say, though, that at the end of the day, there are also Fae who can just fuck with you. Even though you're part of the Order Pantheon, they do not care, and they will fuck with you because they see you as easy marks. So just be careful. Try not to speak before thinking. I know that can be hard for you too.
Very much so.
But be very careful. And don't thank anyone for anything. No
Right.
one needs thanking in the Fey realm. They're always doing it for their own bullshit. If you say thank you, be prepared to get fucked 9 ways from Sunday. Am I to be understood?
Yup.
Excellent. No thank yous. If you are appreciating someone's generosity, say I appreciate that. Don't say thank you. Don't give them anything, because then you fucking owe them something. And I swear to God, if anyone asks in this specific language, can I have your name? And you give it to them, you deserve what's coming to you. These are the
All
2
right.
rules. And don't eat the food. 3 rules. Don't eat the food. This is classics.
No saying thank you, no giving people your name, and no eating.
Precisely. If you
Are we
need...
supposed to like come up with other names?
No.
You just say like no whenever someone says like, can I have your name? You just be like, I can tell you my name.
Yeah, that's good. I would suggest even keeping it private. If someone asks
Just
for
saying
it,
no!
why would... Think about it like this, Viari.
Like,
Everybody
If
in
I
there
told them,
is in their
if
own...
I told them that they can call me Lies, is that okay, or is that too much? Because it's like,
I would suggest...
because it's my domain.
I would suggest, Viari, if anyone asks you, can I call you something? Why are they trying to get familiar with you? Think about it like that. What are they trying to get? If it's a random fucker on the street, they're probably trying to get one over on you. If it's a member of the court, they're trying to probably get you under their thumb.
But what should I say for them to call me? What should I say then?
You don't need to say
No.
anything, just keep on with the conversation. You can say no, you can say I'd rather not, you can say a bunch of things. Just don't give out your bloody name. And these are the basics. These are kind of the rules that we've all sort of agreed to run by.
Okay.
But things change. I can't tell you everything because I don't know everything, but that's the basics. Every court's got their own fuck shit. Every person, every spirit, every individual fae out there has got their own rigmarole of random things that they'll fucking say to you. So get ready. And don't overthink it. Be careful. And I'm saying this because I don't want any of you to get fucked over. So please understand, I'm trying my best.
I
Are we
appreciate
ready?
it. Thank you.
Wait, 1 sec. It was don't tell people your name, don't eat the food, and what was the other rule? The third one?
Don't say thank you.
Don't say thank you. Okay. Thank you.
And if you do say thank you, I'm going to be so bloody upset with you. Is that correct?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say thank you in response to something, or it's something just like,
Never.
will someone get me? Never? Okay.
Never, 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 never. If someone says you may now have your time and you go, thank you, they'll start saying, oh, if you want to thank me so badly, go and fight this fucking war for me single-handed. And then you're involved in a political scandal. And then all of a sudden the blame goes to you and you're thrown in a fair jail for years, never getting any sort of semblance of trial or nothing. Because guess what? Fate time doesn't give a shit.
It sounds like you have experience.
Oh, trust me, I've broken myself out of jail many times. So,
Alistair.
yes.
Can I have like a contract to temporarily stop me from saying thank you?
My contracts won't work there.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
Oh.
Viari, just know that I will be trying to interrupt you a lot in case I think you're gonna say something. And I need you to do the same for me. All right? I
Okay.
know we're smart, but we're fucking stupid. You know this.
I know. This is gonna. I'm gonna fuck this up.
I have an idea. I'm gonna cast contingency on myself to say that, in the contingencies, if I ever try to say the word thank you, I will explode.
You have to store a spell in there.
I know, exactly. Fireball.
Do you have the spell silence?
Do I? I don't think I do.
Check and see what spell list it's on, and see if it's in the paladin spell list.
This
Because
is
you could prepare
brilliant.
for a day.
I could prepare.
I don't have access to contingency, but this is brilliant.
Oh, I'm not high enough to even cast contingency. Never mind.
Damn.
I'm not high enough level.
Trip just called me out. Trip's like, Brooke is the stop saying you're sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. How many times does that happen?
All the time. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Could you wish cast contingency?
Yes.
But
about
then I
this?
won't have a simulacrum for that.
I know. So why do we take the next 2 days to prep?
Wish. Okay,
Okay.
but contingency has to be cast on the self. It cannot be cast on anyone else.
Okay.
It would. What? Brooke?
Yeah, but I would have a simulacrum that I could bring. Well, okay. Would it be okay if I brought one of the spare simulacrums from, you
From
know
the
how
network?
when we went in, yeah, from the.
We have
Yeah.
a reserve, remember?
Yeah, you can. You can take in a reserve. Reserve if you want to use your wish for something else.
Yes, please.
All right. The wish would. I would suggest, because you can't cast simulacrum on Godfried, make the contingency. Sorry, the contingency is what I'm talking about. Since you can't cast contingency on Godfried, I would suggest making the contingency on yourself be a contingent silence for if Godfried or you says is about to say the word thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, that's. I think it's like the only thing we really need to worry about because the rest,
Mhm.
because just like I think just out of habit we might say it.
I
Mhm.
assume that we're not supposed to make deals either.
If you make a deal, I'm going to kill you.
There you go. No deals. All right,
Oh,
understood.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's like
You
the-
just,
yeah.
but you just said it.
Well, we're not in the Fey realm right now,
I guess.
Yeah, the
and plus,
rules-
he knows like we won't exploit him, but other people would exploit us.
Sometimes someone might even say thank you as a favor. They might even look you dead in the eye and say, thank you. In which case they are offering something. Then you can take it. It's an agreement. It's a social rule. But this is the society of the Fae. Just be careful, is all. Alright. Is everybody ready?
I mean, yeah, after the 2 days we prep.
Alright. You guys take 2 days to prep. You can continue to ask Bernard about questions about the Fae realm as you're about to go and see it over the course of these days of prep.
So the hierarchy is Beetle, Dragonfly, Butterfly, Moth.
Yeah, the moth is the highest.
Yes, okay. So, what are we trying to accomplish there? Are we just, like, trying to, like...
Well, for one, we need to seat you there as the new owner of the Court of the Beetle and reinstate it, and start collecting members once again. The second
Alright.
thing that we're doing there is we're checking for any other Fae spirit influence in this particular place. If there are others, we'll know by finding their empty seats in their own particular place.
Wait, sorry. It's so in terms of the active powers now, Moth is at the top, and then was it Dragonfly?
Butterfly,
Butterfly.
Dragonfly, Beetle.
Butterfly.
So there are many spirits. They're somewhat conceptual. They'll take on things like gods, sort of what you might understand them to be. Many have been worshipped as gods, but that does not make them gods, obviously, in this plane. They are spirits. They are fickle, and they don't necessarily have to do the things that they are pertaining to themselves.
Trip just called you Offset.
Offset.
I will never be happier about a nickname in my life.
Offset.
Offset Outlaw.
Offset Outcast.
Offset Outcast.
So, you basically, if the court of the moth, think of them like Alistair, alright? There's a head lady. Her name's Lady Luna. She's very nice, she's very pretty, she's very kind. Be careful when you speak to her. That lady's got a way with words. There's Madame Butterfly. She runs the court of the butterfly, very surprising. But she also runs magic in this place. All magic is facilitated by her and the butterflies. So, when you cast your spells, you're basically using some of the power that Madame Butterfly allows you to have. Especially considering you aren't Fae yourselves. Godfried is at this point. And then there's the court of the Dragonfire, the military, the standing army of the Fae. Let's just not get into fights with them. You see someone who looks like they're a member of the Dragonfly court. They wear pins on their lapels. Don't fight them.
Who runs that?
It's a little bit of a secret. Not many people are aware currently. Think of it like they're safer if no one knows, so no one knows.
I see.
And then we have the Court of the Beetle, the long-lost People's Court. Even the lowly dung beetle had a place, was their sort of slogan, or mantra, you could say. But that's been long since disbanded in the Fae courts.
Why?
Lack of leadership.
What happened?
We had a host in place. That host disappeared.
Do you know where?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm good at this. Persuasion, I have advantage. Alright, that is a 13 plus 6 on that first roll, and then the second roll is a 15 plus 6.
So, what was it? 16 plus 6?
15 plus 6.
Okay, no, 21. He ran away someplace, I'm pretty sure. The hosts are almost to duty bound once they're awakening. To become
Awakening?
rulers. Points at you. You're this skeletal situation.
So you're saying all hosts end up becoming skeletons?
You knew that already.
Oh, I did. So wait. What you're saying is a host died. So the host was in power, died, came back to life, and ran off?
No, I'm saying that the host in the awakened form was ruling the court of the Beetle, but a far more grave situation appeared and they had to attend to it instead.
Do you know where?
My guess was here.
Oh.
The former host that ran this place before being killed.
Do you know their name?
He thinks for a moment. Pretty sure it was Galahad Host.
Lots of G's. Except for Z's. That's a Z, not a G. Galahad.
When was this? How long ago?
Oof, you're asking for a date with a Fae question? You must be new.
Well, I mean, more or less, how long ago in non-Fae years did this occur?
I'll tell you this. Ever since I've been here, I have not found him. I'm unsure. I guess when he came into power, so like... It's been like 80 some years ago. But, like I said, very iffy. 80 years ago here, could be hundreds, millions, maybe even just 1 minute in the Fae realm. Depends. Time is measured in moments.
Is there a way for us to ensure that we get back in an appropriate and timely manner without the guidance of A's, or do we need A's for that? Because we're going in on our own.
Aza's protection follows you everywhere. You can smell it on you.
Oh, thank goodness.
And also,
God.
Alistair has got some sort of temporal lock on you while you're here, and that should apply so far as you're traveling into the Fey realm. He's been there a few times. On his excursions.
You sound very annoyed with him.
I don't like Alistair. I understand his importance in the universe, but I don't like his plans, and nor do I like him very much.
Huh. That's crazy. That's wild. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go sit over here quietly.
If you want my personal opinion, he used to get involved too much.
Oh, I've heard.
Mm-hmm. And don't
God-
think we've forgotten Alistair.
Godfrey's thinking as hard as he can to see if he can remember a Galahad while this is happening. He's just like,
Make a history check at disadvantage.
am I good at history? I don't think I am. Nope. And we got a +6. Let's do this. Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a 9.
No faces coming, but a bunch of skeletons are. You think back to that tomb underneath the cathedral, all those skeletons lined up on their thrones, and none of them were ringing any bells.
I got nothing.
Well, are we gonna head in?
We shall. Now remember the rules. Cannot stress this enough.
No saying the TY words.
Mm-hmm.
No giving people our names. And the last one, I don't... Viari?
Should we come up with other names to give people?
Viari, what is up with you trying to get acquainted with everybody?
I don't know. It just feels weird not to give people your name.
Don't give him anything. Don't give him your name, your address, your social security number. Don't give them a fake name. Don't give them a name that you went by in middle school. Give them nothing.
Viari just likes to make friends.
I get that, but this is not the place to make friends.
I know, we're just why I'm trying to take precautions. And if this backfires because I don't have precautions set up, I'm going to be very upset.
All right,
just
Viari, I have an idea. If someone tries to get a name out of you, and they do something that's crazy, and they somehow get to the point where you're about to say a name, you say, "Fuck, I had a name."
Don't.
It's gone now.
Frankly, if someone's about to get your name out your mouth, you kill the bastard.
Actually, okay, that's fine.
Do that before you give him your name. Please.
All right.
You
You good with that? You good to kill?
Yeah, okay, question though. Do other people tell you what to call them by? Or do you just have to, like, make stuff up? I don't understand that.
It'll make more sense when you're in there, but everyone's got titles there, okay?
Oh, okay, so that's sort of what I was getting at. Do we need to, like, give ourselves titles so that other people can refer to us?
Viari, if you give yourself a title and then you go to another country, they will not recognize the title. It's got to be one that they give you.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like giving you...
Well, no, it wasn't like that. I meant like God of Lies or something would be like...
They won't recognize the title.
Okay.
Just... Someone asked the question, can I have a name? What do you do?
No.
If
no.
If they press the matter, what do you do then?
Kill them.
There
That
you
seems
go.
very rude.
We've killed people for less.
No, I'm saying to that was my response to Bernard's question.
Honestly, There you go. That's a good way to deal with the Fae. Okay. You look as Bernard is... He is visibly sweating. He is nervous.
So am I! Okay.
Viari, everything's gonna be great. Just remember
Because I know I'm gonna forget. I know it's gonna be me.
Listen,
I just
Viari,
know
don't
it.
you worry. If you say
Offbeat knows
something,
it.
I will kill you before you can say anything and bring
That's
you back.
honestly not a bad idea, because then whatever you just gave doesn't matter anymore. It is fine. Death is better than giving your name.
Alright, so Viari, if that ever happens, you kill me, I kill you, vice versa, alright? Deal? Pinky
I
promise.
can't hit you, but I'll try.
You sure as hell can attempt it. If you don't, though, just know that you definitely won't be able to hit me after that.
Alistair appears and goes, alright, well, since you're going on a little field trip to my favorite place in the entire universe, do you mind taking some studious notes for me, please?
Yeah.
I've never been invited before to the Fae, so this is very exciting. I've always been asked to come because I need to do some signing. This has never been like just a fun trip. Oh, this is exciting. Good luck. It's very fun there. Alistair is like got like visible joy. That
Oh
has
my
not
god,
been
this is
seen.
like the first time I've ever seen you express any emotion other than, like, unsatisfactory disappointment.
You know, when you know everything, it's a big delight to find something you don't know. It's very exciting. Good luck.
Your dad's weird. I'm sorry I raised him this way.
You guys, Bernard raises his hands. And
It
begins-
wasn't that funny, Brooke.
and begins-
I'm sorry I raised him this way. That was hilarious.
He begins doing some finger maneuvers and somatic components of a spell, and the spell gate is cast before you. Bernard grabs his spear, he grabs his spells, he grabs his books, and he looks to you all and says, alright, please, welcome to the Fae Realm. And he points through the gate.
I appreciate it.
Much appreciated. I'm not giving you anything in return. You work for me now.
This is gonna go horribly. And you guys walk through and immediately appear at the gate, at the front gates to the court of the Beetle. And now I need to get some properly whimsical music for this moment.
I'm actually so stressed.
You got
These
this.
words
This
just
shit-
come out of my mouth. I can't help it.
Again, if that happens, I will shout as loud as I can, and you know I'm loud.
Offbeat did this on purpose.
This is
mean,
actually an
yeah.
inspiration from my other DM, Fef. He actually stole one of my characters' names with this song. I was like, I'm stealing this shit, and he was like, do it, it's so fun. Hello. So you guys welcome. Enter into the court of the Beetle. Out front, you see, woven in amongst a very finely detailed iron gate, you see vines wrapping around tight. Vines that have almost cracked and broken the metal itself. Overgrown and nearly consumed by the forest that completely encompasses your senses. It is a lush green forest. You smell the photosynthesis happening. Your feet are on this soft, very comfortable moss. This is a very stark contrast difference from the plains of the Badlands. Lots of lights, little tiny, almost like either it's dust glinting off of the sunlight that is streaming through, or it's little lightning bugs buzzing around delicately appear around you. The court of the Beetle, the gates closed, you look beyond and you see massive stone pillars. Easily 3 stories tall, a massive acropolis, and out front you see a massive humanoid-looking stag beetle. Its horn,
Bernard.
overgrown shoulders, a strong, tapered back, hardened carapace, almost standing like a gorilla, on all fours, but still proudly upright.
It's pretty whimsical.
Bernard,
Yes?
it's just occurred to me. If I give my name to Godfried, does that mean I can't give it away again because it's his?
Well, then Godfrey could still give it away.
You wouldn't do that, though.
Yeah, I'm forgetful. I'll forget I have your name.
Would that work?
Depends. That really depends. You do understand that it's... let me see your arms quickly, child. He taps lightly on your fingers and your thumbs. You sadly ain't got a bloody drop of Fey blood in ya, so no, Fey rules do not apply for you to use. And until you're recognized by the courts, you cannot use the rules for your own gain.
Fuck.
Sad.
Honestly, I've never seen someone with less Fey blood. Alistair must have done a number on you.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't know what that means, but fair enough, I guess.
It means
I don't know my
It
parents.
means you're going to be very foreign here, and you should be very careful with the rules because they're gonna smell it on you. You watch as Bernard takes a key, and he takes this like key ring, and he begins slotting a bunch of keys into the keys themselves until he has about a key that's about this big. He slots it into the gates, and then the vines unwrap from the gates, and some of them even bend the metal back into place, and the gates slowly creak open. Welcome inside. This is technically Godfried's court. Godfried, you will start with a title. I shall give it to you inside.
All right, let's check out the digs.
You walk past the massive statue of this beetle. This is the founder. As you read, it's not a stag beetle, it's a dung beetle.
I like it.
You see the founder's title reads, "From the muck, from the ground, we lift up everyone."
That's where I came from, in the ground. Fun fact for the day.
That's great
Yeah,
to hear.
remember when you climbed out?
Yeah,
All bony and dusty.
I'm still bony, just less dusty. I take care of myself now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I have to use a toothbrush to like shower every day. Literally, Crest lifesaver.
Is that why you have like multiple people inside you? They just sort of like pick a part of your body and then start scrubbing?
I mean, Wanker helps. He's got the Crest whitening strips though, so that helps.
I see.
Fuck
I
yeah, I
see.
do!
There you go.
You walk inside the court of the Beetle, and you look around at all of its various pieces of architecture. You see various founders lining the walls, all different types of bug people. You see beetles, you see bees, you see ants. You see lots of insects and creatures, spiders, scorpions, little toe biters, wasps, lots of creatures that either work for themselves or work together, but all of them kind of reviled by by places that you know of. Even a couple of cockroaches are here, and this founder's place. At the very end of the seat, the very last position, you see a skeleton. A statue of Galahad Host.
Godfrey's gonna walk up to it and just try and examine it to see if he recognizes anything about this person. Skeleton.
You look at it, and it looks shockingly similar to your own. You know how, like, people are face blind to cats, somewhat? Like, you look at a cat and look at another cat, and they kind of just look like a cat.
Yeah.
And most people would look at this and be like, it's just two skeletons. But you can tell the differences in the bones, but you can also see how similar they are to your own. Like an uncanny similar.
He's missing his L4 vertebrae. Just like me.
How did my lineage become part of insects and such?
There was an opening in the courts. You look back to the past ruler, a praying mantis person. That fella right there, Varsilius, really wanted a war. Big on the whole fighting people thing. Big on that whole, we are the weak, we are the small, we will rise up against those other courts. But his reign was ended by the Court of the Moth. Lady Luna stomped him to death, you could say.
Literally?
Literally, yeah.
Somewhat. I believe there was kicking involved, but it was more of a matter of magical bollocks that captured, restrained him, tore him to pieces, and then I think he kicked his skull across the boards. But Varsilius really wanted his war. He got his war and he found to death, as did many members of the Court of the Beetle. Left with a broken and dismantled court, a host arrived, Galahad. Said that he comes from a long line of rulers and is here to help. He was kind. He was, albeit a little bit, he had his quirks. He was still a great ruler. He led us to a time, a little bit of a court renaissance. For a while, we had the largest membership. As we should. We represent everybody who's not represented by the rest of them. But something happened. His absence was required. And we are now left with this decrepit old building. Absent, with me, its final member. The Fae Spirit. So.
Why do you still represent the Court of the Beetle then if you're the last one?
Well, never lost my title. It's just there's no other members.
How do people lose their titles?
They die. They give them up. They leave. They lay down their swords. They lay down their ways. We love you, Pat. Good luck. We love you. Kids, stay safe. They give up their court. They give up their place. They decide that they no longer want to be represented by this, and they'll move to another court. They'll leave. Go to the main world, you could say, your homes. They just felt like this place wasn't serving them any longer. And who am I to stop them? It wasn't. I couldn't rule. I'm not really a ruler.
But you run the whole thing back there.
Take this not as an insult, but as a statement of fact. Guiding humans is deceptively easy. They're all a little bit stupid and desperately looking for something to believe in. Give them a war hero, give them a song, they'll follow you to your death.
It's a good thing I'm not a human. I'm a skeleton.
Right. But we have a job to do. He goes to the throne and he grabs at the very top. There's a blade on the very back of this throne, made of wood and wrapped in lots of tightly knit, finely intricate carvings. He pulls the blade off, like with a crack and a snap. Godfried, if you would please kneel for your official entering.
Down on both my knees.
You can keep one up.
I'd rather sit like this.
Okay. He utters a small incantation, and in a language. Does any of you speak Quarry?
Yes. What?
Ori?
Yes, this is the language of dreams because of McAllister.
Yeah.
You hear him speak. The court of the Beetle shall rise once more. Gottfried Host, its leader evermore. With a tap, you become the leader of the court of the Beetle. He kneels down. He places the sword in front of you and goes, "This is yours now, mate. Congratulations." And with that, we're going to end the first half of Paperwork Pantheon episode 40. Thank you, 39. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been the time. We'll see you all in 15 minutes at 9:30 or the halfway part of the hour. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Paperwork Pantheon. I nearly knocked over all of my dice, but I didn't, and that's what counts in this world. We left off. Godfrey Host, skeleton, penance incarnate, was just handed a blade of the court of the Beetle, and was prescribed it as the new ruler of the court, therefore giving Godfrey a title. Ruler of the court.
Bernard,
Yeah.
what were you just speaking?
Quarry.
Where'd you learn it?
All Fae speak it. It's a universal language of those that sleep. It's the one language we all speak.
All Fae or everyone in general?
All Fae. When we sleep, our sleep is different. We get our own little places. It's almost like a second waking. What you looking at?
How does that work exactly?
You go to sleep, you wake up in a place, you have your own little life there, it's when you wake up. Doesn't work on the main plane, but it works here.
Do other people speak Corey?
Yeah, every Fae.
No, but like other people.
I don't get what you're fucking asking me.
Not
They speak plain.
not Fae. Not Fae.
They shouldn't. Because when regular folks sleep, they get given these weird drifts. It's almost like their brains are IV'd into the to the plane of dreams. Like they're getting drips, little drops. They're all getting control.
Bernard, could I fully realize what I'm asking right now, especially because we're in the Fae. Could I ask for like a similar kind of deal to what you asked of us with keeping a secret?
You would like
like
me to keep
for
a
something
secret for you?
Yes.
Okay, but in return, I'd like you to do something for me.
What would you like me to do?
Oh, no. We gamble here, mate. This is the court of the Beetle.
Okay, deal.
Excellent. Tell me your secret, and I'll tell you my ask.
Okay, so you know how you said that I don't have a single drop of Fae blood in me?
Not a drop.
Yeah, okay, so I speak that language, and I can't dream on the on like normal places. And this has been a whole thing, and so like when I was making my realm, I'm like one of my warlocks, like my favorite warlock. Well, one of my two favorite warlocks actually. Also didn't have a place to go when he slept, and I thought it was really bullshit, and so I made a place in my domain for him to go and hang out when he was sleeping. And so he's been going there, but then I've accidentally encroached on the realm of dreams, and
He like fucking what?
I know it was an accident. I didn't mean to.
Oh.
And then like a Fae spirit came back and was very upset about it. I didn't know. I didn't know if that's what I was doing.
Which fucking Fae spirit?
It was a nightmare. It
God
was a
fucking
nightmare.
damn it, mate. I'm assuming Alistair is doing something.
He knows. He knows he's doing something, and I don't know how to. This was all an accident. I didn't realize what I was doing.
I'm going to assume we're going to be. Okay, I'll say this. Don't feel too bad. You shouldn't have been able to do that. Unless the nightmare had left its post, which it apparently had. Which means its court. Which means its court was empty. Which means you have the court of dreams. Fuck. Alistair! Alistair appears and he goes, "Yes, Bernard. How the fuck did you swindle 2 fucking quarts from the Fae? Alistair goes, I did what? 2 quarts? You're telling... He looks... No wonder that paperwork was 3 miles long. VRE, you son of a bitch.
Wait. Stories wasn't a fake court as well, was it?
No.
Okay.
Look at that one, that was just empty. But dreams? Congratulations, you two. You just acquired 2 fake courts for order.
Well, it looks like we both have a part-time job now, Viari.
I have a I have a standing here.
Wait, no, Alistair, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. Not much, but I have sway.
No, I won't let you.
Yari,
No.
for the first time in my life, I am able to at least show up to a meeting here. I don't
Al, these people want their own sovereignty. You don't get to just come in and take over because you've gotten in. I might have accidentally taken over them, but I'm going to take responsibility for this. Bernard's clearly not happy about it, which means that this is against the wishes of, at the very least, Bernard, probably other people as well. They don't want you meddling in their affairs, and I might be okay with it, but that doesn't mean everyone's okay with it. And if they've been putting in a concerted effort since the beginning of existence to keep you out of their business, to keep Beatrice out of their business, then I think it's fair that they get to rule themselves. And I'm not going to just help you encroach in their boundaries.
May I ask for one favor?
What does that mean?
I just want to watch. I will not.
Bernard gets to decide.
Bernard looks Alistair up and down. Fine. But if you're getting the... Sorry, I thought I heard... something. If you're getting a favor, you know how this works. I'm sorry, I need to check something outside.
Hello, everyone. This is the segment where Danny and Brooke decide to tell you our favorite cheeses in order. 1, 3.
Goat's cheese.
There's fucking fireworks.
Oh my god!
There's
Goat
fucking
cheese?
fireworks.
No, okay, lots of cheese makes me feel very ill, and goat's cheese doesn't make me feel ill, and it's so yummy.
Ha, vegan.
I'm not vegan.
Derogatory.
What?
Brie is the best cheese. Second to
Yes!
only...
Thank you! Thank you!
Brie is the best.
Bree's the best.
Brie is the
You're
best
both
cheese.
wrong.
Anyway, I thought I heard...
Brie makes me feel
I
sick.
thought I had...
Yeah, are you upset your tummy hurts?
Oh, man.
You upset your tummy hurts?
Weaker than cheese.
You get dipped
Oh
by
no!
cheese.
Are you lactose intolerant? Tolerate it!
So much for the tolerant left. The tolerant left when I put cheese in their
You guys want to stand by this? You wanna stick to these?
Yeah! Brie is the best cheese!
Let's go! What's wrong with vegans? Offset? Here's what's wrong with vegans. I dated too many
They
of
have a
them.
few exes.
I dated far too many of them. That's what's wrong with them. Yep. Look. I'm gonna say I'm gonna off track here for a moment. I'll say this.
Wrong.
If you're
wrong
a vegan,
D&D game.
if you're a vegan, there's nothing wrong with you. Okay? You're great. You're lovely. That's awesome. I hope you have a fantastic life. However, I'm just gonna say this. It is really hard to take you out to dinner because everywhere I go, the vegan options suck, and then it's my fault for not finding a better place to go and find. So the only option
Sounds
then
like a
is to cook-
skill issue.
Well, all I'm going to say is it's much easier to take out Lexi. I've taken out to several dates, and we love going and eating food that we like eating. So, Nothing wrong with
Still
being
sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it is. It is a skill issue. It's too tough. That's not just...
It's a skill issue for vegans. Wow, you have such bad food. Wow, that sucks for you. I'm sorry you've assigned your life to this horrible tofu and fake cheese. Did you punch yourself in the nose?
Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
accidentally like knocked my nose, and because of the nose ring, it's just hard, and it just like.
Also, like, high key, vegan food mostly sucks. Mostly. At the very least, I will say Western vegan options, because I know there are countries that have delicious vegan food, like India has some bomb-ass fucking vegan food. But you know what place does not have bomb-ass vegan food? Toronto! They're selling all these fake-ass burgers, and these fake steaks, and fake cheese, and then... It's horrible.
Skill issue. No,
I don't think
India?
it's a skill issue. I think it's the problem with Canada. Do you know what else is a problem with Canada? Justin Trudeau.
Hey, he went to India. Yeah.
I was vegetarian for 9 years, and oh my god, Indian food is the best because it's something
bomb.
like 30% of India is vegetarian, and 30% of a billion people is 300 million, which means that there's a lot of sick-ass recipes out there. It's so good. And even their vegetarian recipes, a lot of vegetarians in India don't eat eggs, and so they lean more vegan, even if they're not totally vegan.
Do you want to? Here's the other thing. You know the thing is, Western vegan food sucks dick so bad because fucking Western civilization, England specifically, you guys invaded everyone for spice, went home, and then when you got them for the people, you decided that was poor people shit, and then we're like, no, true good food doesn't need spice. And so you ate boiled veggies until your teeth started looking like Stonehenge.
Yeah, this is true.
Fuck you, England.
Me and my homies hate England. What's up?
Me and my homies hate England. If you're English, that's a skill issue. Holy shit. Anyway, this has been another mid-episode rant.
I just want to interject here that I need meat in my diet. I love meat so much. Thank you.
I need to interject that I was borderline anemic, and I like red meat, and it's by far the tastiest way to get iron in my diet.
Oh, I don't eat red meat. I think red meat doesn't taste very good.
That's another skill issue on your behalf, I guess.
I only just started eating meat again a few months ago, and it's like just seafood, pretty much.
I mean, seafood's good. I like fish.
Seafood's good.
Seafood's bang.
I just don't like red meat. Doesn't taste good.
Bernard. Sorry, to cut out. Bernard cuts.
No.
Bernard cuts to looks to Alistair and goes, "Fine, but I require one favor from you. Then, if you're going to watch us, then I find it only fair for you to do a little something for me." Hello, Lexi?
I'm taking back Brooke's tea for that dislike of red meat.
Get fucked.
Get shit on.
Lexi, no, this just means that you get all of the red meat, and then I won't steal any.
Sounds like a bad save if you ask me. Bernard looks at Alistair and says, "Fine, if you're going to watch what we do and how we work and what our powers are, since you technically have rights here, since you are the relative of 2 court members, still got to finalize that in your bloody writing, I'll say this. You will never, ever take over the Fey realm. You will never hold power. You will never hold any standing. You will never hold a court. The most you'll ever hold is the fork of a goddamn dish. Is that to be understood?" Alistair for a moment sits back, looks to Viari. I am free to learn as I please. Yes. All right. I think we have an agreement. Alistair extends his hand and says, I know this is not how you do it here, but for me, for this to work, it has to. Bernard shakes Alistair's hand, and a piece of writing forms in between them in golden script. As Alistair just made an agreement, it is inscribed in the divine Pantheon, in the contract itself, rules that bind Alistair. They wrap and wind and twist in these magical incantations until they completely entwine his hands, his wrist, his arms. All right. I have made my agreement. But you two hold power. Congratulations. I'll be just watching. Yippee! And Alistair snaps his fingers and turns himself into a little firefly to follow along close behind. Out of earshot, but close behind. You'll notice, Viari, that you also currently do not have Alistair in your head.
Al?
Back here.
So you just can't hear my thoughts while I'm in the Fae?
I think it's because you have more power than me here.
That's wild. So I don't have to... I don't have to do the normal thing to keep things a secret from you?
I guess you don't. Alistair, even though he looks like a little firefly right now, is buzzing with delight. He is so happy he's here.
I'm so confused. Are you mad at me?
Why would I be? I'm getting one of the most riveting experiences of my existence.
Okay. Well, that's good. I just meant because I told you no. And
Why would I be
told
mad at-
you to
Why would I be
buzz
mad at you
off.
for telling? Why would I be mad at you for telling me no? You were correct.
Well, it's not like you would normally get mad or anything. I don't know, I've never had the ability to tell you no and you had to listen to it before.
Well, frankly, it's the first time you've ever known more than me.
I know more than you?
About the Fae, I'm not allowed to know anything. I've just been allowed to know things. This is exciting.
Oh, this is so... I really don't know anything about the Fae. Were my parents... But they couldn't have been.
I don't think they were.
But then how do I speak Quarry?
I don't know.
Because I always spoke Quarry.
Another secret. It's exciting.
This man is a child.
Your dad
And
is
a
weird. I'm
40-year-old
sorry.
guy.
You watch Alistair pull out a little notebook in a bug form and just start writing things down absurdly fast.
He got bullied a lot as a kid. Just let him have this.
Apparently.
You watch. You look over in a second and he's filled out the whole notebook and he's drawn the entire landscape in individual pictures that when peeled out would make up the entire landscape real size to scale.
Well, can I give Godfried my name now? Or is that a bad idea?
I wouldn't suggest it. There's a very keen reason why we don't give away our names while we're here, and that's because they hold power.
Oh, okay.
I know you trust Godfried, but keep in mind, if Godfried had had your name back there, he might not have done what you had done. That makes sense?
Yeah. Like he wouldn't have necessarily told Alistair, no, you can't. Okay. Alright, well, What am I supposed to do with a court? This feels illegal.
Oh, it is. Looks like Alistair's got a lot of work to do. Technically, you hold it. It's your court. You can't be ridded of a court unless you're killed. Alistair, however, is forbidden from holding courts. And the Pantheon of Order was, at the time, forbidden from acquiring them through political means. But you have acquired them through happenstance, which is allowed. Therefore, we have to recognize it.
Oh.
The Court
Great.
of Dreams is very different. I suggest you look at the Court of the Beetle and follow suit. Gottfried? We're
Yeah.
going to go to town.
All right.
Everybody else, please follow. Stay close. Don't stray too far. Especially you, Alistair. I agree. And he buzzes an extra 5 feet closer. Because that's a whole square close enough to enter into the range of Danny. You guys begin proceeding, following closely behind Bernard. We maneuver through this forest of jungled moss. It looks almost like... You look around you and these trees that you thought were trees are actually massive fungus creatures, massive mushrooms, several stories tall. Their canopies reaching down with these spindly pieces of mycelium interconnecting and wrapping around each other in a massive fungal network up above you. You look below you and you see green trees, tiny little shrubs, some of them walking up and walking around, finding new places to plant themselves as the sunlight moves. You keep walking, you see little tiny actual little bugs digging underneath moss. Some of them working their way into the massive mushroom trees. And you see little mushroom people sitting alongside the big mushroom trees, making a big pot of soup. They wave kindly at you as you walk by. They bite off the head of a cockroach and it screams as they eat it. And then you keep walking.
Power move. Assert their dominance.
Keep walking through this place. Everything feels... It feels like it's in a certain order, but it does not feel rigid. It feels very free-flowing. You notice as you look to your left and to your right that there's lots of little creatures that walk around. Some of them bow to Godfried as he walks by, noticing that on your lapel, Godfried, has appeared a gold button. The button is an emblem, the emblem of a beetle, the first leader of the court. And you see that the emblem shows, it's almost like he's this Atlas-styled beetle holding up a massive piece of poop in the style of like the Atlas statue.
Me for real, for real.
This place is so cool.
It's pretty fucking sick. Just, I think... Oof. I don't know, though. It's cool. It's too cool. Everything's too chittle.
Yeah, I'm with you, Godfried. Everything is chill because there's a certain way things are done. And the way things are done is usually not very polite. You walk for a while. Until in the distance you see a creature up ahead of you. This thing looks out of place. It looks like an octopus has been turned inside out and given terrestrial features.
Is this similar to what we found holding the magic elementals?
Not quite, no. I wouldn't say so. Actually, make a religion check, actually.
Alrighty, religion. Here we go. Okay, that's an 11 total with the plus, with the +6, yeah.
Something is clicking, but nothing is connecting. You're like, that's fuck is this? You see, it almost looks like those old school AI videos that would like find like pictures of dogs and everything, and they'd be constantly like these weird aim.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. As it moves, it looks like it's almost moving through the space itself, apparating itself in different positions instead of moving traditionally. These tentacles writhing and everything they touch distorting as it moves.
Could I infer? Is this like similar to a way a displacer beast works?
You can. No, it is not. It is definitely not. This thing is. It's almost like a sense of wrongness. Everyone make stealth checks, please. Don't forget simulacrums.
That first one was a 20, and the second one was an 18. Now I get to add stuff to those.
I got a 23.
I just realized I don't have my character sheet up. Give me a sec.
2 hours in.
We haven't had to roll for anything.
Godfrey's been rolling.
I just have a D20 in the hand. I got something in my PO box, and it's a D20 holder, and it's a little frog with it's his tongue out. So, and the D20 just sits right there, and it's perfect.
I love that.
So it just sits right there on my desk, and I just grab it. It's got a little crown. It came with hats too. I'm wearing the crown right now though, because obviously, Godfrey's king.
I'm pretty sure I'm proficient with stealth though, so I'm pretty sure this will be good. Because I have the the urchin background, so I think that gives you stealth proficiency. So I think it'll be like a 29, and I think I have a +9. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Why do I have so many sheets?
To give a better sense of like the movement of this creature, because I see some people are a little bit confused. You know, like if you have your cat under a blanket, like you know the cat's there, but you look on top of the blanket and it moves around. It's almost the blanket itself isn't moving, but it's almost like a lump in the blanket is.
Yeah.
That's kind of
29 and
what
27.
you were seeing. It's almost like you're looking on top of a blanket moving, and it just looks wrong. 29 and a 27.
Yeah.
Godfrey, what'd you get in the stealth check?
23.
You guys will keep quiet as you navigate past this thing. Bernard seems very not interested in fighting or engaging. You watch as it passes creatures. They just quickly look away, keep down. Some of the plant creatures stop moving entirely. One creature you watch, unfortunate enough to not hide quickly. This tendril lashes out, grabs it, and it just distorts into a completely malformed shape until it is nothing and is then absorbed into this entity.
Bernard, what is that?
This is some of the wrongness of this place. A remnant of... It's almost like extra fabric. Reality is made up of said fabric, and at some point we didn't need any more. That's what was left. And
Can you make stuff out of it?
it's already made.
Oh.
The extra fabric is what it is.
Huh.
I'd suggest not getting engaged.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. What
Yes.
what does it do?
Oh, they have a stern dislike for living things, I will say, that are sentient.
Is it undead then?
Not undead. It's almost like a... I fucking don't know what it is. Consider it an aberration, I guess you could call it.
Alright, that gives a good term to it then.
It's an inaccuracy, you could say. Our world isn't quite as precise as yours. Mistakes get made, and that is the result of a mistake.
Who made a mistake?
Lady Luna. But don't tell
She
her
made this world?
Don't. Lady Luna shaped the world that was. But every once in a while, you run out of material, or you use too much material. You have material left over. What to do with it? What to do with it? Lady Luna was finished. And so, the beasts, these entities.
Was it Lady Luna's decision to, in the beginning, keep the Fae a secret from ordering chaos?
He looks to Alistair and Alistair, pen just at the ready, just go on. It wasn't a decision. It just happened. While Alistair and Beatrice were busy waging their wars, chaos and order on the central plane, the Fae were uninvolved. The Fae had already been created, already existed. We watched as it happened, and by the time that all these accords, contracts, deals had been written, these long strings that eventually became the divine contracts on both sides, we were still here. A secret, untouched by their laws. They'd got themselves so wrapped up in their own laws that by the time they eventually found us, they were unable to do anything. Prisoners of their own creations. And so, Lady Luna put it into writing, into official agreement, upon realizing this fact. So that if they tried to undo their fuck-ups, we would be safe.
How did she do that? Like, what precautions did she take to...
You don't need precautions when you shape the very world, do you? You just get to make the rules. I'm sure you're used to the world of order and chaos. Contracts, agreements, lots of we need this check and this redundancy and redundancy and redundancy. It doesn't work that way here.
Is this like a different universe? Like it's just different, like it's entirely separate?
Yes.
From...
Precisely. Entirely separate.
Just like
It's not
how
like
the
another
Pantheon and our domains exist in a separate plane of existence than the mortal worlds, this exists on another layer separate from those as well.
And think
But
of
is it... No, is it like separate? Like not a different realm, but like entirely detached?
Yes. Think of it almost like... To all those who watch the Thursday long shot stream from Surf Effers, I'm going to make a reference here, and y'all are going to lose your shit. Think of it like a donut, alright? Big old donut.
And can you tell that neither Danny nor I watch that stream?
Yep, I can tell. But to all those, to the 5 people in this chat that do, y'all just laughed your asses off. Think of it like a donut. In the center is us. The outside is you. In the center, we exist. Bleeding into everything, but not the outside. Your rules govern everything that is outside the center. But you have no power once you enter it.
So we live in a donut.
Yes, but not exactly. It's not shaped like one in truth. It's just the best way to geometrically configure it.
Cool.
You're more like a giant non-Euclidean square.
Cool. The universe is square.
Sounds like flat rules.
It's flat. But yes.
It also sounds like flat rules.
It does, doesn't it? So. But I would suggest being very cautious of those entities. They aren't given a purpose, a sentience, a guide. They lack all purpose in this world. They literally lack purpose. Not in
Right,
the
yeah.
sense that mortals are like, oh, I have no purpose in the world. It's like, shut the fuck up. You are given purpose. You exist. Find it. Those are literally no purpose entities. That is
No,
what their purpose
listen.
looks like.
I read the Mistborn novels. I get it.
I did not. Am I making a reference to something I do not understand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty neat. Let's just keep going and keep our mouths shut. You keep walking for a while, breaths low. Once again, this very foresty, green, lush area fills your lungs. I would say that regardless of your impression of the place, it's refreshing to not be in the unbearable heat and sand of the Badlands.
Wonder what it would have been like growing up here, you know?
I mean, Ace will know.
Ace didn't grow up here, so, well, Ace slipped through when they were like either late teens or early 20s or something, and they were here for ages, and then they came back and hardly any time had passed.
I mean,
But I don't think they
still,
grew
the
up
early
here.
years were still here. Are you wondering just about, like, in general? Like, what life
Yeah.
would have been like?
Like what it would be like to...
I mean,
It'd be probably fucking annoying.
you really hate this
Probably.
place, don't you?
I have a dispassionate aggression towards this place. I watch how it treats most of its people. It's pretty, it's gorgeous, but it is sad. The court of the moth, the court of the butterfly, the court of the dragonfly, they care not for anyone else. And how they run things is by far the least just system I've seen. And that's including you, Alistair. Doesn't mean I want you here. But I recognize your talents for what you have.
So wait, where are we going anyways?
Central town,
What's there?
the court of the moth. We need to reinstate you as an official court, don't we? Which means submitting you. Which means a trial. Which means combat.
I'm so excited.
Solo combat?
Group. You get to pick. You get to pick your. You get to pick your tenants. Everyone you pick will be an official member of your court.
All right. Cool. What are we waiting for? Let's go kill some things.
We can't.
Does dreams work the same?
We can't yet. The time hasn't passed yet. Do you know how time works here?
Mm-mm. Ace does, but
Ah, okay. Well,
yeah.
Alistair, write this fucking down. I'm saying it once. Time here is measured in moments. Every time an individual experiences a moment, time passes. You can live here forever by experiencing nothing. The more you experience, the more time goes on. However,
On this side or the outside?
this side, it'd be best if you didn't think of it as sides at all.
Well,
Think of it as a separate hourglass entirely.
mm-hmm.
Frankly, there's a highly likely chance we'll get back and no time will have passed at all. But in here, time appreciates in moments. And moments is undefined for a reason. It's so that Lady Luna gets to live forever.
So she experiences nothing.
By her definition.
What's her definition of nothing?
Ha. No one knows. It's a very good trick.
Is her definition different to everyone else's? Like,
Isn't-
are the rules
isn't-
different for her than everyone else? What nothing is?
everyone's. Isn't everyone's. If you're running off of the definition of a word, I mean, Alistair would like to think that everything is hard set in stone, but it isn't. Everyone's had their own experience. You say that I feel nothing. What does that mean for someone who's depressed versus someone who's just lost someone they love?
Good point.
Let's get to town.
All right, let's do it.
You make your way and you keep walking and walking. This whole time, Alistair studiously writing everything he sees down in notebook after notebook after notebook after notebook. By the time you finally arrive in town, I'd say 3 to 4 hours later, you get a short rest if you didn't have one already. As you've just been taking a nice, delightful stroll through
I
the
don't
woods.
think I needed one. Yeah.
Alistair has filled up 10 notebooks worth of stuff. Welcome to the capital city. The city of moonlight, the city of glamour. Welcome to Luxuria.
What a name.
They like their names. You walk in and it is bustling with life. People are talking, chatting. It's loud. It's almost a carnival. Laughter runs through the streets. Little bug people running around, swinging various different doohickeys and doodads. Children playing, adults laughing. Lots of stands and stalls of food trucks and carts and things and toys and games. There's a distinct lack of guards. It's almost like the city is completely unpoliced. Which is weird coming from where you guys come from, where almost every place has some form of guard, whether it be some local sheriff who fancies himself a hero or a fully regimented army.
Is there a reason for that, Bernard?
The reason is the court of the Dragonfly lives on the upper crust. They're above us in the mushrooms.
So they don't police this section of the city?
Well, it's more like the war's up there rather than down here, if that makes sense.
Ah, got it. He leans over to Viari. I don't get it.
It's birds.
I think
Birds. Giant birds.
birds attack the city?
I knew they were evil.
I thought he was gonna say political war.
I mean, that's what I was kind of like assuming, like, oh, there's like infighting. But no, I was right all along. The birds are evil.
Yeah,
No,
you really were. I
It
remember
is a
you
political
one
thing.
time
It's
The birds are political. They work for the government.
They are a government.
What? Which one? The
Separate.
Court of the Feather?
No. You.
What did you say? Ew.
They're the Avian Alliance.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
The Fey realm is governed in two halves. Those that rule the skies and those that rule below. Below being split by the mushroom overclouds.
Okay.
So, basically, the mushrooms prevent the birds from descending upon us as much as they would like to, but they too be fey. We have the court of the Dragonfly to deal with them. And frankly, in the capital city, if anyone tries to fuck with anybody here, well, Lady Luna will crush them so thoroughly it'll be a bit of a disaster.
I'm going to form a telepathic connection with Godfried. Why do I get the feeling that we're going to get caught up in this war at some point?
Because you are already. Bernard
Yeah.
interrupts.
I assumed. How
Can
did you
everyone
hear
hear
that?
that?
A lot
Or
of
just
people.
you?
Technically, everybody, but not yet. They don't know what you can do. I know you can do that, so I know how you work. Therefore, I can do what you do, and therefore I can get in the way of what you do, as long as we're in the Fey realm.
So I shouldn't do that?
You can do that, just know I'm always going to be listening as well.
So
Are other
basically,
people?
I think what he's saying is the extent of if someone has knowledge of your abilities, they can either interfere with it or mimic it. Is that what you're saying?
More or less.
Oh,
All right.
great.
Think of it as
So
effectively
don't tell any-
as a Fey spirit, this is my rules that I govern with. If I know what you do, I always can interfere with what you do.
Just you?
This is my Fey rules. Lots have similar rules, but this is mine.
All right.
Right. Are there any others we should know about?
Everybody.
No, of yours. Of your rules.
No, I'm not going to tell you them because my rules also govern myself. You now have the ability to govern me a wee bit. It's Fey rules. It's social.
Oh. So if we know of your abilities, does that mean we can do it back?
Wait, as having a title now, do I get to establish my own rules for myself? Like,
No, you're not a spirit.
oh,
I feel like we gotta be really mum's the word about everything, Viari. We keep everything close to the chest.
I agree.
Good
All right,
idea.
But no lying. That's the thing. We can't lie.
Well,
We simply say nothing.
you can lie. Lying is allowed.
I
Lying-
know, but
Lying is currency here.
What do you mean by that?
does that mean Viari's like head of the treasury? I'm confused.
It means it means that a lie will not be. Lies will not go punished. If you can get away with a lie, it's seen as respect. Everyone is usually lying almost all the time. Cards are played so close to the chest they may as well be their hearts. So if you can get away with a lie, well, that's respect. That is
Alright.
power.
All right. So what are we lying about?
You guys keep walking down the city as you discuss this. And eventually you make your way to the Court of the Moth. At the very front gates, you see it is a long staircase. And up at the very top, you see what looks like... It looks like an observatory, but with cathedral spires. And stained glass windows for the observatory roof, depicting various scenes of different fairy folk gliding around, doing deeds and whatnot. That similar overgrown feeling that you got from the forest of the moss running along the ground, the vines wrapping around the spires, proceeds and pervades the city of Luxuria. As you get to the front gates, you notice for the first time pins on the lapels. This is a simple, it looks just like a moth sitting on your wall. You see two guards of sorts, you could say. This is the first area that you've seen that is guarded of any variety. One wearing a carapace helmet, both wielding spears. The one without a helmet steps forward. Seems to be in the sort of anatomy of a wasp. Steps forward. Hello. What is your duty with the Court of the Moth?
Oh, great question. That's awesome. Before we continue, might I have your name, please?
Joker, are you?
A little bit. Could we just get on through, please? We have business inside. Has to deal with courts and stuff. You know, courts and the courts. The courts, right, Viari? The courts.
Right.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
That's crazy.
No.
I heard
That's
it.
crazy, bro.
I
You
heard
could-
it.
That's
Was it?
crazy. Maybe if you had better memory, you would remember. But hey, listen, we only say things once in a while. We're fast moving. We're at the courts.
He looks to Bernard. Hello, Bernard. Where the fuck did you get these random surface dwellers from? I have business to attend to with Lady Luna. We are reinstating the court of the Beetle.
See? Court.
The Bone Man. The little child.
I'm not a child.
Hey, you don't talk to my granddaughter that way.
Granddaughter?
Actually, it's a weird thing. I think so. And you know what? That's what really matters.
A granddaughter in vibes.
You both seem nervous.
Nervous? Honey, I'm never nervous.
Okay. Word to the wise. Hide those nerves deeper than you hide anything else. Lady Luna loves nervous prey.
So, Brooke.
Enjoy the court of the moth.
Court business.
I think I need to take my anxiety medication.
Damn, that Prozac looking real tasty right now.
Crazy.
The wasps peel away in a stance and a step.
I actually don't think I've had it today. Does it care? I have it after stream.
What if you took it right now?
What if
Just
you-
right now.
Hey, Brooke. I would appreciate as your friend if you took it right now.
Courts and stuff, right?
I'm like, yes, let's go and do the thing that gives Brooke the most anxiety. The rules that she doesn't know.
I think they're pretty obvious. I'm following the rules. Rules are rules. I'm playing fast and loose, baby.
Fast and loose.
Fast and loose. Hide my nerves? I don't have any. I'm a skeleton.
Okay.
Bernard looks back to you two, and Alistair. As Alistair flies to the threshold of the steps, he briefly bounces off some quarry sigils.
What do they say?
You read them. They say they read in plain text. Do not enter. Well, this is frustrating. Bernard, can you please? Bernard reaches out, claps his hands over Alistair, and brings him in.
Al, can you not read Corey?
I can read it, but
Okay.
it's only by matter of it's a language in the world that I govern. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
you make your way up the steps. You get inside the court of the moth. As you get through the front gates, the front doors, these massive double doors, easily 2 stories high, Bernard opens them with relative ease, but as you enter, you see lining the walls moth after moth after moth. Hundreds of moths lining the walls, sitting in seats. And in the very center, a massive entity. Long and lithe, standing upright, beautiful iridescent feathers glowing in blue moonlight. Almost like the little droplets of moonlight are shining down upon you. It's quite obvious that this is Lady Luna. Hands clasped.
Is it obvious? I'm gonna insight check. Is it obvious, or could she be hiding as someone else in this room that it's not so obvious?
Insight check.
Okay. Could I actually? Could it be a deception check? Because it would be a deception.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. If it were true, that's 35.
This is Lady Luna.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
confirm.
Okay.
Well, a warm voice speaks to all of you. If it isn't the mortal gods.
Wow, you are beautiful.
Thank you, my darling.
Oh, it's because you said thank you! You can do something for me now!
Wise are you?
Very much with it! I'm quick with it! Yes, I'm amazing!
What would you like me to do for you, sweetie?
A favor in the future of anything I require. Thank you very much.
Godfrey!
Oh, thank you for saying
You're
that.
welcome.
Mhm.
Now we have an accord, I see.
So you said thank you too, so I'd like you to
Actually,
do
no,
something
the
for me.
contingency would go off.
Yeah, as you're about to
Even
say,
though I meant
thank
to
you
say
very,
it.
as you're about to say thank you very much, as it briefly procs, she goes, I know what that is. Gottfried Hast, how about for both our sakes, I act like I pretend. Your favor is I pretend I don't know what just happened. Alright. She snaps her fingers and casts a spell magic on the silence.
I was gonna be honest, Friari. I wanted to do that. I know it seemed like a mistake, but I actually wanted to do that.
What?
Because we can establish an accord.
Welcome to the court of the moth.
I wanted to do.
So, what has brought you all here today, Bernard? And is that Alistair in the back? Hello. He appears in his actual natural form, or at least the form that you know to be most familiar. Hello, Lady Luna. I have entered into agreement with Bernard that I will no longer be interested in holding any particular power here, as long as I get to watch whatever the hell these two do. Well, that is most fine. Viari, holder of the Court of Dreams.
How do you know that? I just learned that. How do you know that?
Do you think if someone shits in my bathtub, I'm not supposed to know?
Okay, so I take it that you consider those two things the equivalent.
And Gottfried Hast.
It's a me. You really are beautiful, though.
I appreciate it, thank you.
You're welcome. You said thank you again, just FYI.
I said I appreciate it.
You said I appreciate it, thank you.
Well,
I'm not gonna take it, but like,
feel
just let
free
one of
to. What would you like me to do?
again, favor of the future. Why not? Hey, again, I'm just trying to establish a connection here. You know, maybe we could talk about this more over dinner or something.
If you're trying to get me on a date, all you need to do is ask, Gottfried.
I mean, that could be my favor, but not right now.
Danny, offbeat, would you guys like space? I can leave the call. This is just
Go hang out with your girlfriend, bro. Go hang out with Lexi. Give me
Yeah, this is just a Tuesday night, right? Like, I'll go see Lexi. You guys hang out.
Hear this. You are welcome to hold your courts, and Alistair, I happily accept your proposal. She pulls out this several-page-long scroll, and as she opens it, golden glyphs similar to that of Alistair's writing appear in the air before you. The proposed arrangement between the Pantheon of Order and the Fae. Two gods shall hold court, so long as they do not supersede mine, Madame Butterfly, or the court of the Dragonfly's power. With trial by combat as the choice of acceptance. I agree, Alistair. What a well-written proposal. You see, Alistair is almost blushing. Almost.
She's flirting with your dad and me.
Isn't the goal for Godfrey to supersede her?
Here's what I will say. The court has ordained we recognize your proposal for the establishment, the re-establishment of the court of the Beetle. And we would love to welcome you to our ranks. Viari, as current holder of the Court of Dreams. We currently do not recognize you as the current ruler.
Right.
In order to rectify this, I call forward she brushes her sides. Zeets, Lieutenant of the Court of the Butterfly to the stands. A's said that they cannot make it. And Fada, Second Lieutenant of the Court of the Beetle, who also could not make it. So the choice is yours, Z's. Hi, Viari.
Aziz.
I see that we are once again forced to deal with each other.
Yep.
But without the courts, without the pantheons, I mean, we're now in the courts. The place that is truly where I like, so.
It's great.
I recognize Viari as ruler of the Court of Dreams. I think things have been uninteresting for quite a while, don't you agree, Madame Butterfly and Lady Moth? Lady Luna, disrespectful youngling. But yes, things have been uninteresting. This is sure to shake things up. All right.
Zach?
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Why is he doing this? Why is he being a dick?
He's
Why
not
do I
being
feel like he's why do I feel like he's got some other ulterior motive?
Oh, I learned about this in therapy with A's. This is called projection.
Thank you, Zad.
You will wait your trial by combat, but should you both succeed, with lieutenant and lieutenant in hand, I will happily instate you both. And for your sake, Alistair, may our future agreements be beneficial. All in agreement, all of the moths raise their hand. You have a day to prepare. Your trial begins tomorrow. I've provided you housing.
That's very kind.
I hope you enjoy.
We will!
You are both dismissed. And Lady Luna, with a simple just turning of the bug-like wrists, your whole perception is reversed. It's pulled back. Almost like the court of the moth is miles ahead of you until it is shunted back.
What's Z's doing here?
You know,
What?
I mean, this is kind of place.
Yeah, this does. You know what that? Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, I feel like it's more an apt question asked why we're here, but I think what he's trying to do is help
He's
us.
bored.
I don't know.
If he's trying to help us, it's to get in good with A's and I don't know,
Probably.
make A's happy with him.
I mean, we'll take what we can get, though.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Alistair's still writing down everything that he's seen today, word by word, minute by minute, second by second.
You having a good time, buddy?
Wow.
Oh, I'm having a fantastic time. This is the best day of my life. I've never been allowed to be here for this long.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Your dad's weird.
He is. But okay, well, now that we're here, I kind of want to try sleeping because Bernard said that there's like you go to a place.
I remember. Go for it. Yeah, I don't think I sleep. Maybe I do. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. A little experiment for us both, right?
Okay, Zed.
What's up?
Can you and Charlie please watch over me while I sleep? Make sure that I don't get like killed or something.
The fuck?
I don't know.
Does it happen in the real world?
Several times that has happened. Well, I didn't actually die. Charlie was watching over me.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie. Charlie is still busy pleading your case for why you should have stories and dreams. But I'll stick around.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's he deserves overtime. He deserves a bonus. He deserves the world. He is a very good lawyer and the best familiar that anyone has ever had. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, he did give you a letter.
He did?
He hands you a giant letter. At least it looks giant in his hands. It's moderately sized in yours.
Thank you. I open it up.
Hang in there, kid. It looks like this one's gonna be a bit of a doozy, but, stories is ours for sure. Dreams is contentious. Be careful. Don't know
I'm
where
gonna
you're
write.
at. But
Sorry, go on.
I don't know where you're at, but at the very least, if there's any way, any fucking way, you could get your ass on that fucking throne, that would go a long way to my case.
Oh, can I just write back being like, Z's formally recognized me in front of the Lady Luna and the courts as the leader of the Court of Dreams. Does that help?
Well, I'll take it back to him, I guess.
Thanks.
Next time I see him.
Did I just fuck with? Wait, to Zed? Did I just fuck up? Because I said thanks to Zed. Did I just fuck up?
No.
No, I'm not a fae. Well, at least I'm not really here. I'm just a Zed.
Okay, cool. Just checking. It came out
I'm not-
before. Okay.
I don't have a title. That guy has a title.
That guy? Oh, right. Yeah.
Which one,
Alright.
your friend?
So you guys gonna take a long rest?
Yes. I'm gonna take a nap.
All right. Roll initiative. This is not for a fight.
Oh gosh.
I don't.
14.
Should I add Gift of Alacrity or no?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have Gift of Alacrity as well. It's a D8, isn't it? Thanks to the new feat. 21.
25.
Okay. Godfried, you go to sleep. As you wake, as you are sleeping, your sword speaks to you. The first holder of the blade, a massive dung beetle.
Godfried! Ah! My boy! You are the new ruler of my beautiful court!
Hello! You're that statue.
I am Master Dung Beetle.
Hello, Master Doug Beetle.
Mm.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Why are you here?
You're speaking to the sword in your sleep. It's very nice.
Hello, sword. Oh, all right. Questions.
You
have
may
questions?
ask me them, yes.
All right.
It's been so
What?
long. 1 second. Oh, it's been so long.
Yeah, you do your stretching. Okay.
Oh.
When's the last time someone held a sword?
Oh, that's very tricky to answer. Oh, my goodness, my back. Oh.
Who was the last person to hold it?
Oh, gotta had host.
Why did he put it down?
Tragedy. Pressing matters. Matters that he would not describe. I so desperately wanted him to tell me. I could have helped him. I could have guided him.
We could ask him.
Right! He previously held the sword.
Yeah. Galahad? Hello?
Hello, Godfrey.
Oh my god, another skeleton. I haven't seen another skeleton since the Skeletal Civil War. And you're related to me? I'm like, go up. Like, I can't move at all, but I'm like,
Yes, we are distant cousins. Of sorts. Same bloodline. Long ago, Host made a deal with the god of the sun.
yeah, I remember that.
Well, what would you like to ask me?
What happened? Why'd you leave?
Well, the plane, you know, the Badlands, the one that you're on, though previously,
Yeah.
problems arose. Civil unrest, people dying.
Why did you get called to it, though? Was there not another host?
You were dead, and not risen.
Alright. I mean, okay.
It
What was
your
the unrest caused by?
corruption, greed. People were, well, you know how governments are. Stealing money from the poor. Deciding that, oh, let's raise taxes, but just for the poor people. Let's have our rich friends keep growing richer and richer. Funnel more money into our military-industrial complex.
Yeah. Alright.
You were
Okay.
dead. I was cold.
So wait, how are we? We're distant cousins, kind of. How are we related?
Same great-grandfather.
Okay. How come? How did you travel across the plains? Are you just like a really powerful wizard or something? Because like I'm a god, so that's how I do it.
Well, one of my great-grandfathers must have been a wizard, must have plane shifted, must have been here, so on and so forth.
Okay. Okay. How did you die?
Death for a host is not the same as that for others. We live so long as we have duty to fulfill. I'm still
Alright.
alive,
Where are you?
not where you are.
I mean, obviously, but like, what plane? Where?
Plane of the elementals called for me.
I knew it. I knew there was something going on there. What's going on there? The Fae are stealing elementals to power the machines for the government and Chaos Pantheon?
Some Fae spirits have made their way to the plane of the elementals. The court of the butterfly usually has great governance over the magic of all realms. But for some reason, magic elementals, some Fae have taken it upon themselves, those who are standing, to kidnap high-standing members.
It's horrible.
They bring them to this plane to power the shenanigans and hooliganry of the government.
Okay. Why work
on only that plane with the? Are they only working on that plane with the Chaos Pantheon, or are they more places throughout the universe?
The one thing I've learned with the Fae is that they deal with both teams, chaos and order at once. Lady Luna's greatest relationship is that with Alistair. Lots of deals and contracts in shaping the world, Alistair being given knowledge instead.
Okay.
So, but there's other courts. The court of the butterfly loves their chaos.
Got it. And that's the one Z's is a part of.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Yeah. Like Bernard is to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I think Z's is helping us. I'm not sure. I never know with him, even though I'm related to him. You know he's related to us, right?
I'm aware. There's Horst blood in him yet.
Yeah. I mean, he'll die eventually and he'll be awakened, duty, blah blah blah. So hopefully he'll be one of the good ones, but hopefully, we can only pray.
Usually a ruler of the Horsts uses their skills of life to rule in death. I'm sure that Z's will come too.
I hope so. Okay, I was dead, so you knew who I was before I died?
Gottfried Horst, a great king on your plane.
What? Who was I? What did I do? Why did I die?
Well, you were born direct to Horst lineage. The Eternal Empire is the kingdom that you ruled. You were the prince. You were said to rule the world not through an iron fist, but through kindness and generosity. But something happened. You were killed. Assassinated. Thought impossible for a Horst by common mythology. You brought your kingdom to greatness, the largest empire the world had seen, and as it fell, there was no one to take its place, for you had not yet an heir. And so some usurpers stepped in from the treasury or whatever the fuck they came from, began to rule in your stead. Eventually, they were so unjust and corrupt that Alistair himself stepped in and sent Viari to destabilize the government and bring it to ruin.
Huh.
So, you did have an heir, though. Your final moments before you were assassinated the night before. The Queen, your wife of the time. You had Z's, but little did you know she was Fae. Court of the Beetle.
I thought he was my grandson.
Yes, he is. He had her, she had another man, and he continued to marry into the Fae. Thus, giving Z's 3/4 rulership over the court of the butterfly.
Then why am I connected to the beetle, not the butterfly then?
Because your wife was the beetle, she had your son. Your son married the butterfly. Half butterfly, half to a quarter beetle. Fae quantum dictates that's just all butterfly then.
Okay.
3/4 rulership.
What happened to my family after I died?
They were cast away. The queen could not rule. She did her best, But you married for love, not for talent. She was a sweet woman who wanted the world to be a better place. But the world was not ready to be a better place. She left the kingdom, picked someone who she thought would rule it best, and rule it well. A military man. He had a daughter. The kingdom became a brutal place, filled with strife. In your absence, everyone was corrupt. Everyone was not listening to their duties. And so Alistair, noticing this place was beginning to become a hotbed for chaos, sent Viari to become the first and youngest political advisor for this kingdom, specifically for the princess. It went well for a time. Viari did her job, destabilized the king, ousted him right proper with a coup on Feda's aid. And the princess got what she wanted. The kingdom. But she didn't get who she loved. Viari. She was gone. She had to go.
I remember.
After a time, she fell to a great sadness and stopped caring about kingdoms. Why have a kingdom when you can't even hold the one you care about within it?
Do you know who killed me?
No. But if I was to make a guess, an agent of death, a rogue. Hosts are not felled easily. Only one with pristine mastery of death, ones with pristine and cunning, could kill a host with poison.
Do you know who might know? Who could have done this?
I don't.
An agent of death, you said.
If anyone would know, it would be Death himself, who, as far as I know, you're closer to than any one of us. And with that, your dream ends. Viari.
Okay. Sorry, I was just switch off Brooke's emotions right now. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's whatever. It's cool. Sure.
The first time in your life
You dream. Speaking a tongue that's so familiar to you, it's almost native. Across from you is a young girl. You yourself are young. 13, 14. She, 13, 14. You're just giggling about a prank you pulled on some foolish boy.
You can't do this to me. No.
I can do what I fucking want.
No, Riddle. What if I cry?
The point has been found. Oh my goodness, Viari, did you see his face?
Oh my god. He's so stupid. Alright, okay, here's the thing. You know how I was teaching you how to do prestidigitation? I feel like it's going to work so much better if we use this in court. And I think we can get him again.
Do you really think he'd fall for it again?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
dumb. He's dumb. Dude, he's been trying to court you for like how long?
Oh my goodness. I just wish Prince Gregory could get the point at this point.
You would think, but that's, he's kind of stupid. And also, I overheard that his tutors talking about him behind his back the other week when I was in the kitchens, and I'm pretty sure that his parents are trying to find a new heir to the kingdom because he is so thick that they don't trust that he can ever lead.
Oh my god, imagine if you had to do what my dad's job is.
Exactly. It's like his head has been like surgically cut open and then filled with rocks instead of a brain.
You can't say that, Viari.
Yes, I can.
You're supposed to be my advisor.
Yeah, and I'm advising you that he's stupid.
Well, then who am I supposed to marry?
I reckon you don't need to marry anyone.
I just do it by myself.
Yeah.
You know the riffraff are gonna lose their mind.
I think they'd respect it. I think you should get to marry whoever you want, not whoever your dad tells you to.
She looks at you.
Besides, Prince Gregory smells like fish and looks like a squished piglet.
You like deflecting with jokes, don't you? I'm just
I don't know what
kidding.
you're talking
She punches
about.
you in the stomach.
Oh, you have like a 4 strength. That did not hurt as much as it should have.
I think that's high time that we went for dinner.
You're probably right.
I'll go have the servants make us something.
In the dream, do I remember her name?
No. You want to desperately, but you cannot. And that is where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching episode 39 of Paperwork Pantheon. Also known as the episode where I make Brooke cry.
I have tears. I'm not happy about this.
I'm sorry. But I am up and upbeat outlaw. I use he, they pronouns if you'd like to support the channel and allow me to continue to make D&D episodes. Please support the Patreon. The link is in the description. It is $3 a month. That is barely $1 an episode for 3 hours worth of content. I can almost promise you're paying more for Netflix for less. And with that, to give Brooke time to compose herself, Danny. Danny? You're muted.
I'm muted. I'm also Danny.
Wow. What time? Brooke.
I'm not crying, you're crying. My name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and I apparently pay Offbeat Outlaw $3 a month to make me cry.
Once a week. Guaranteed. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like the stream, share with your friends. I know there's a lot of episodes at this point, but god damn it, they ain't worth it. Thank you. Get the fuck out of my house.